Greetings to you, Memorial Road. You know, the Bible says, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. And so we are going to find out just how true that is in another edition of Elder Encounters. Let's see whose doorstep we are gracing today. Filming this at the holiday season, obviously, with the lovely wreath and bow.
Hello.
Well, hey there!
Hey, Andy,
If
how are
it
you?
isn't Scott and Teri Mueller, how are you guys
Good to
doing
see you. Come on
today?
in.
May I come in for
Absolutely.
an elder encounter? All right.
Elder Encounters.
So, I've been an elder now for just almost 3 years, and for many years worked with the benevolence ministry, both the external benevolence as well as working with Jenny Jones on the internal side. We've been at Memorial Road, Teri, you for your entire life, and me since we moved back from graduate school at Abilene Christian about 23 and a half years ago. So that's how long I've been a member at Memorial Road. Currently, we work with the young couples in Reach class. We've worked in a variety of ministries over the years, either volunteering with the youth or just anything else that kind of seems to come up. I think years ago, I actually helped with the involvement ministry as well. So anyway, just a few things.
Very good. Teri, you want to throw anything in there?
Yeah, I've been there pretty much my whole life except for the 1 year I lived in Abilene when Scott was in graduate school. So 45 years, I think, I've been at Memorial Road. Reach Ministry is probably our biggest group that we're involved with right now. I taught D groups. We both taught D groups for a number of years in the youth and taught Bible classes, journeyman, those kinds of things when our kids were little. So
Awesome. Very good. Well, we're so blessed to have you guys on our leadership team. And I've got a couple questions for each of you about the other. So we're going to see how well you know your spouse here. Okay, so Teri, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be?
Probably an event planner or a personal shopper.
Event planner or personal shopper. Okay, now Scott, let's see what your response was on this.
I said teacher because she was a teacher for many, many years.
Okay.
And she loved a lot of it, not all of it, but it was where her passion really did lie. And so I thought she might go teacher, event planner, and what was the other one?
Personal shopper.
Personal shopper. I've heard you talk about before, but I don't know that I would have agreed with
That's
you
a
on
good
that
one. I mean, I would do the perfect teaching job again.
Right, if all the
Yeah.
stars aligned, and yes, absolutely.
The perfect
Right.
one.
Is there anyone in particular you want to personally shop for, or is just in general helping you?
It's just always more fun to spend other people's money.
Oh, amen.
And then make it
Yeah.
look pretty in a package, you know? That's all good.
Yeah.
It's
Good
good.
answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, let me ask you this. What is the one thing that you and Teri disagree about the most?
Disagree about the most. Wow. Well, there's probably a few things.
A long list, yeah.
On a very trivial level, she's been tucking her shirt down the front and not the back, and I think
The
that's
front tag.
The front tag.
the front tag. I'm convinced that's a style that is only here for a very short period of time.
Oh, my word.
And so I think I have to remind her because it looks like it was done accidentally.
Now, Teri, if you said the front tuck, I'm going to be really impressed.
No,
Okay.
I
So
did
what
not
was your
say.
answer to this question?
Where the dog can be in the house.
Okay, so which positions have you each staked out on that question?
Well, I don't know that we have firm boundaries other than the couch. She doesn't like the dog on the couch.
Or
Okay.
the rug.
Oh, that's true. We have a little square rug that is more of the dog's safe zone.
Okay.
And then I'll come in and he's
And
got
he'll be-
her on the couch. And,
Well, she usually has one leg on the ground, so it's technically
Right, technically.
yeah.
Found the loophole.
That's
right.
And she knows that too. So she
Absolutely.
always leaves one leg.
Dogs are very smart, actually.
Oh my word.
Very good. All right.
Took.
Well, those both seem like very weighty matters that y'all are wrestling with here in the Mueller household. So, all right, very good. Okay. Teri, what is your favorite, or who or what is your favorite musician or musical act?
Oh my gravy.
See, she doesn't know either, so I'm off the hook.
Yeah, you could go. This could go anywhere.
Oh, I would say someone on Air One, probably
Okay.
Lauren Daigle or
Okay.
somebody like that would
Okay.
be.
Okay. Scott, what's
We're at
yours?
least in the right genre. I
Okay.
had to look up names of potential
Okay.
answers because I wasn't really sure. I just said Mercy Me because I'd heard of them.
Yeah.
before.
Okay, so we're in the,
Yeah,
we're in the
that's
ballpark.
good.
That's a good
that's-
enough
yeah,
answer.
they're both on Air One.
I think
yeah.
that's the judges will approve that. I think
Okay.
that's
Is that right?
I think the judges have ruled that one's an acceptable
It's very
response.
friendly.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Good job. All right, nicely done. Okay, Scott, you have the following four choices of what to eat. Are you going to pick a burger, pizza, tacos, or a steak?
Got a 25% chance on this.
No,
one.
that's a fair question. I think I'd probably pick a steak.
Steak. Okay, Terry. What's
Ding,
yours?
ding, ding.
All right, a
You got
steak
one
it
for sure.
is. Okay, nicely done. Strong finish. Very good. And how
I
you
got
like your
one
steak
out of
done,
four.
Scott?
She probably knows.
Medium.
Medium
yeah.
steak. All right. Any particular place or?
Yeah, I can say this.
Okay.
one.
All right.
Go ahead.
Terry.
Signature Grill.
Signature
is
Grill.
probably our
Okay.
favorite place, yeah.
Excellent. I haven't been there yet. I've heard multiple people say we
It's
need to
good.
go
It's
there.
really
Okay.
good.
It's good.
All right, we'll go there. Excellent. All right, got a bonus question for you, and I must tip my hand here, show my hand a little bit. There's actually a reason why I selected you as to receive this particular question, which will soon become known, and it's going to probably kind of skew towards Scott here, but
baseball
this is coming
question.
from it's coming from Chris McKeever.
Okay.
Chris and Tammy McKeever were our previous participants, and Chris in particular wanted to know: do you favor the DH or the National League rule of pitchers hitting?
Boy, that's a really great question.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too. And I thought, who would be perfect to answer this but Scott Mueller?
Yeah,
so.
Chris, wonderful question. Tammy, great job. So there's a little bit of history behind this answer. The DH was implemented in the early 70s on a trial basis, and they felt like it satisfied a niche within Major League Baseball that didn't exist before. And that was for the older player who wasn't as good defensively, but who still had the ability to hit. And so from the standpoint of bringing the older player and keeping that player longer, I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm an American League fan. My allegiance is not so strong on one side or the other, but I do think that the DH has worked very effectively. It raises average, and it also raises the amount of run production that occurs in a given game. And so for those reasons, I actually think that it's a good thing. But when you look at the way the National League does it, the National League does the pitchers hit. And I would liken the pitcher hitting in the major league against 95, 100 mile an hour fastball similar to playing slow pitch softball when somebody doesn't show up and you have to skip that person in the order and you get an automatic out.
Right.
That's what I think is happening with the pitchers in the National League because they can't hit, and so it's really just an automatic out. So you can only hope for a sacrifice bunt if somebody's on base. And so I would say I lean slightly toward the DH. I actually think the DH is going to stay for good, and it's also going to take over the National League as well.
Ooh, okay.
Probably in the next 5 years, maybe 10.
Wow, bold prediction
Yeah,
from
I think
Scott
it's going to
here.
happen. I think we're tired of seeing pitchers hit in Major League Baseball.
Flail around and yeah.
So, but I can appreciate those who say, from a strategic standpoint, having to actually take the pitcher out,
Okay.
that might be something that somebody enjoys seeing. But I'm probably more lean toward the DH.
Okay. An excellent, well-researched, knowledgeable answer. Terry, do you have anything to throw into the
What
discussion
he
here?
said sounds great.
Sound exactly like
Yeah.
what you were going to say, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful response. Okay, so your final assignment is to leave whoever our next participants on Elder Encounters might happen to be with a question of your own that you would like to know of them.
Okay, but maybe if you had one place in the world that you could take a trip to,
That's a good one.
where would it be?
That sounds
Okay, all right. So if you had one place in the world you could go as a couple, where would it be?
Yeah,
And why, I guess,
Yeah, I guess
right?
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Scott, Terry, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate all you do for Memorial Road. Wave a goodbye to the good people at church, and we'll see you soon. This has been another edition of Elder Encounter.
Thanks, Andy.
Elder Encounters.